Hey there, my name is Frank Rabinovich and I'm the owner and founder of Impact Custom Mouthguards. When we started this business 8+ years ago, we set out to handcraft custom mouthguards at an athlete-friendly price. And we're succeeding. At this point, we've protected athletes all over the world in every sport. I want to thank you for allowing Impact to protect you. Okay, at this point you've placed your order and you should have received your fit kit in the mail. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the kit and just go over the contents of it with you so that we make sure that you have everything. So inside the kit you're going to see that there are instructions, written instructions that complement this video. You'll also find a return label. This is what you're going to put on the outside of the box once your impression is done to ship the kit back to us. And then, of course, there's the kit itself. Inside the kit, you'll see that there are 3 different size trays that look like this, and 2 different sets of putty. You have 2 blue and 2 white. We'll get into the specifics of how you use the putty in just a moment. The first step is really super simple. Just grab your phone, pull out your timer program on your phone, and set it to go when you get that putty in your mouth. The next step is to figure out which tray fits you best. So what you're going to do is you're going to put each tray in your mouth and you're going to look for a little wiggle room between the walls of the tray and your rear molars. So in my case, I already know that I'm a large tray. So I'm going to put this in my mouth and you'll see, without biting down, I'll be able to wiggle it back and forth so that you can see that there's plenty of space for the putty in the tray. So here we go. Now, I know it's a mouthful, but you can see that I was able to wiggle that tray so that it wasn't butting up against my molars, and there was plenty of space for that putty to come up and over my teeth into my gum line. That tray fits well. Here's the fun step. What you're going to do now is you're going to start to mix the putty together so that you can get it ready to put in the tray and then the tray into your mouth. It's really important that you understand that as soon as you touch the putties together, they're starting to get hard. And so it's important that you move quickly from mixing to mouth. With that said, let's go to the putty and let's mix together 1 light putty and 1 dark putty. Now, you're going to move quickly in your mixing and just use your fingers to knead the putty as quickly as you can into 1 color blue. You can see that there's still some streaking in this putty. You want to get all the white out of it. Once you've got all the white out of it, what you're going to do is you're going to use your hand to roll it into a ball and then the ball into a cigar shape that's a bit thicker in the middle. Okay, now that we have our putty all one uniform color, I'm going to pick up my tray and I'm going to lay that hot dog right into the tray itself. Now, this is a really important step. I'm going to push all the putty out to the front and the sides of the tray. There doesn't need to be any putty in the palate area. It needs to be all out to the sides and front of the tray. Now here's the thing. I know it's going to be a mouthful, okay? But that's how we get a good impression. We want all that putty to gush up into your lips so we get a nice deep look at what you have going on in your mouth. Since I won't be able to speak once the tray full of putty is in my mouth, I'm going to tell you ahead of time what I'm going to do. So the first thing is I'm going to stick the tray with the putty all the way into my mouth. I'm going to make sure my top lip comes over the front of my tray. And once I'm comfortable that my teeth hit the center of the peak of putty, I'm going to bring my teeth all the way down to the natural stopping point. You're going to bite, bite, bite all the way down to that natural stopping point. So let's have a look. Let's do it. This is really important. Before you take the tray full of putty and put it in your mouth, check to make sure that your phone and timer is ready. Have 2 minutes and 30 seconds set up on your timer so that once you bring the putty into your mouth and bring your teeth all the way down to the natural stopping point, you could hit that timer. Because after 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you're going to wiggle it up and down to pull it right out of your mouth. And don't worry, it's going to be a little spitty on the way out, but that's okay. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you're going to wiggle the tray up and down to rock it gently out of your mouth. Now be careful, that putty is still a little bit soft, so we really want to be gentle here. As a side note, how do you know if you have a good impression? Well, there's a couple ways to tell. If you can see in your impression these little V-cuts, that's for your frenum. That's the little piece of skin that connects your lip to your head. If you see those in your impression, you likely have a good one. The second way to tell is if you can see smooth part above your teeth, that's indication that it's a good impression. That's your gum line, and we're going to cut the guard to fit your gum line perfectly. Finally, if you can see rearmost molar in the impression, that's a good impression. So those are the 3 ways to tell if your impression is good. Want us to tell you if your impression is good? No problem at all. Here's what you do. First, take your impression and rinse it in cold water. Then, put it on a table and take 2 pictures of your impression. One from the top and one from the rear molars looking in so that we could see the depth of your impression. Once you have those 2 pictures, email them to our impression email, impressions@impactmouthguards.com. We'll have a quick look and we'll let you know if the impression is good or if you need to try again. Once you've received your approval from the impressions email, the end is almost near. It's time to repack everything that came in your package and send it back to us. So, find the bag with your order label on it, and inside that bag, take your impression and the unused trays, unused putty, zip the bag up, fold the top of it over, grab your box, and put your kit right back into the box it came. Make sure the box seals up nice and tight. And then finally, you're going to take the label, the return label that came with your kit, and you're going to put that over the label we used to send the kit to you. Real simple. Just peel it off, place it on the box, use it as the seal for the box, and now it's good to go. From here, you're going to take this box to any USPS, that's United States Postal Service box, and drop it in. It's got the postage on it, and it's good to go. As soon as we receive it, we're going to send you an email indicating that it's arrived in our studio lab. From there, our turn time is currently about 10 days. Hey, so you've done everything right. You ordered the mouth guard, we sent you the kit. You received the kit, and you did your impression. You sent that impression to impressions@impactmouthguards.com, and we approved it. All's good. So in about 2 weeks, you're going to receive your perfect fitting mouth guard. When you get that guard, you should be able to talk, you should be able to breathe, and it should fit perfectly. If it's anything less than that, let us know and we'll take care of you. Remember, adjustments are always free, and we're glad to help.